For whatever reason, I just thought it would go down. So I structured the trade by putting an entry there, a stop way above the zone and the highs and current price, and then a target at just a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. The 1-to-1 risk reward ratio is just to structure the trade. Okay, it's not like I've never just stuck to the 1-to-1 risk reward ratio and let it hit stop and let it hit target. In the beginning, it's great to do that because it shows you that you're only going to have a 50% win rate. But the idea is that once you start getting experience and you get a little discretion and stuff, you can then start adding to the trades that win. So you make more whenever you do win a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. And then you start getting out of trades early and not adding to them if you're going to lose or if it starts losing. So that way you keep the losses a little bit smaller and the profits a little bit bigger. That's how you get profitable. A 1-to-1 risk reward ratio is only profitable by holding it to TP or stop loss if you have above a 55% win rate to account for commissions and fees. And you can do that too. There's people who have 60, 65, 70% win rate that you can do that. Works perfectly fine. It just works even better if you manage it dynamically and don't hold it all the way to the stop loss. The stop loss is there for like an emergency to give you room to exercise your discretion without just getting stopped out over and over and over.
What I've presented to you so far is a fragment of Nick's video entitled Why I've Changed My Trading Strategy Over and Over. In this fragment, Nick Shawn describes how he trades, and it takes him about 1 minute. What Nick has shown is an utterly simple strategy, and I decided to test it as I was trading my own strategy described in my video number 11, entitled How I Trade. If Nick's strategy works, applying his setup to the market randomly, without any obvious bias showing in the price action, should theoretically produce a win-to-loss ratio 50-50. After I entered 200 trades in the way Nick describes, and let them play without any sort of management, the result was as the strategy predicted, which is break even. Now, if trading randomly, without any concern as to the trade's success probability, you are breaking even, then what would happen if you started entering your trades not randomly, but only when the price action shows that your entries have a high probability of success? This is what I am working on now to find out whether or not keeping the setup as Nick described and taking only high probability trades would result in the statistical success of trading this way. I am already getting fascinating statistical results and will be sharing them in my later videos.